What's up, everybody? Dead Girl here, coming at you on a Monday with a special Monday edition. I have our good friends Kira and Jeremiah with Misfits Unmanaged with us this evening. And we're going to be talking about Morrow's Nightmare. First and foremost, thank you guys for hanging out tonight.
Yeah, thanks for coming, or I guess letting us come on.
I know you guys are busy. I know haunt scene is coming up fast. And things are getting a little crazy. But for those of you at home who aren't familiar with you guys, would you tell us a little bit about you? Who are you? Who is Misfits Unmanaged?
Yeah, so Misfits Unmanaged is obviously Kira and I. We like to promote haunts. We basically go out, film videos for haunts to try to get exposure for literally every kind of haunt, any independent haunt, big haunts. We just like to help promote haunts because it's kind of what we love. We also like theme parks, so we do a lot of theme park videos and just film all of our fun adventures and stuff that we get into.
Nice. And where can people find you?
Our main YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube. We also are pretty active on Twitter,
Nice.
Instagram every now and then, and Facebook as well. Yeah.
Cool. Now, you guys not only are very big haunt advocates and theme park people, but you've also worked in haunts previously.
Yeah, I think she worked for HOS for how many years? 6? 5?
5 or 4.
Yeah, and then I worked there for 3, and it was like the best job I've ever had in my entire life.
Nice.
It's the greatest thing ever. Scaring people is a lot of fun, especially when you have a chainsaw. But
now, were you guys mostly in the streets, or were you in the houses?
My first year, I was a sub, so I kind of went from house to house, area to area, which was so much fun. The rest of the years I was there, I was in Misfits with Jeremiah. That's actually how we met.
Mm-hmm.
And we were roamers in the streets. We actually roamed the entire park, so we weren't just in one section.
Yeah, I've only ever been in the streets, which I scare acted in a house for like 45 minutes one night because we got rained out, and it was the worst 45 minutes of my life. Not that it wasn't fun. It's just it's a lot more fun to scare people out in the streets. A little bit more creative and have a little bit more freedom and fun to go do stuff. So
you have a lot more room too, because in the houses you're confined and you're usually stuck to like one area, whereas in the streets, like you said, you can roam pretty much anywhere.
It's like the same scare over and over again in a house, whereas in the street you can kind of just pick and choose what you want to do, depending on your character, of course. But
yeah. Did they give you guys a lot of freedom to do that, to just kind of improvise, or did you have anything like set that they were like, okay, you have to do this?
Our group, we pretty much had freedom to do whatever we wanted. Being Misfits, we are essentially costumed with all the excess outfits they had over the years with nothing to do with. So we were just kind of a modge podge of stuff. Like I had a corset and like 3 tutus and a different mask each year. We had bunnies, we had baby masks, all sorts of stuff. So we didn't really have anything set to say or set to do. We were just supposed to be crazy, bloodthirsty people.
They tried that our first year to have us do certain little things or say certain things. It just didn't work with our group. We were just kind of, more.
You went rogue.
I guess. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess that's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Nice. And you guys are clearly you're taking a break from HOS this year, and you guys have moved on to Morrow's Nightmare, which is a brand new haunt coming to Florida. How did you guys get wrapped up with them? How did you end up, working with them? Not wrapped up. That's the wrong term. Sorry.
Josh was a friend of ours from HOS. He was our A shift to our B shift, so we became friends with him. Last year we worked with him at his pumpkin patch, and this year he's like, hey, you guys, we're going big this year. I want to do a haunt.
Yeah, I've worked with him previously. I met him also at HOS too. I think it was our first year. And I was working with him last year for the pumpkin patch that he does. And it was something that we were planning on doing last year too. But we decided to hold it off a year, that when we did do it, we could do it very, basically just pack a punch, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and then this year we even with everything going on, we decided to just go ahead and pull the trigger and hopefully try and pull it off. And he wanted us to help out as creative directors, which was pretty awesome for us because it's something that I've always wanted to do is work at a haunt, like not just work as a scare actor, but also help build and come up with ideas for various scenes, haunts, and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of just worked out. And he's previously worked at HOS as a house builder before. He's built houses for HOS before.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of worked out. Kind of pieces just kind of fell in together, really.
That's awesome. I'm excited. And I know you mentioned they normally do like a pumpkin patch out there at Morrow's, and it's under, I think, Morrow's Pumpkin Patch. You can find it on Facebook, but I've got some pictures that I pulled just to show folks. And it looks like it's pretty big. I'm excited. I want to check out the haunt, but I also want to check out the pumpkin patch because this looks like awesome.
Yeah, that's what's cool about it too, because it's like pumpkin patches are fun. It's a very nice festive thing that you don't really get a lot of that in Florida, with how hot it is down here and all that stuff. So it's definitely pretty cool. Even inside the pumpkin patch itself, there's little photo op areas where you can go and take pictures of different backdrops and stuff like that they put in there and everything. So it's kind of the haunt is like an extension of the pumpkin patch, obviously. Right. But they kind of go in together really well, I think.
That's cool. Now, is there a price to enter the pumpkin patch, or is that a freebie? How does that work?
So the pumpkin patch itself is free to enter. You can purchase pumpkins of all different shapes and sizes, take a few photos in the patch, of course. But once you decide to go to our fun zone or to the haunt, that will be an upcharge. Okay.
And now what can folks expect to find in the fun zone?
So the fun zone is kind of like a bunch of different little games you can play that we also build. We build all the games ourselves also. So it's all custom built stuff. Nice. But ball tosses. We also have there's one game that we have that I think we're going to redo. That's actually going to have a little cameo inside one of the houses, but it's called Ring a Skull. And we have built this little platform that has a bunch of skulls on it. It's basically like ring toss, but with skulls. It could be so there's stuff like that.
There's inflatables that we've got.
Yeah, we're gonna have a giant inflatable slide as well. I forgot how big it was, but
it's 24 feet tall. I believe normally have more inflatables, but due to COVID, we're kind of just putting the safest ones and the best ones to keep sanitized out this year. So we won't have our full arsenal of everything, but we are picking the safest and, most sanitizable ones.
Yeah, and like you said, the pumpkin patch is free, but during the day to get into the fun zone, that is a different price. I don't think we've worked out a price for what is going to be this year. And then, of course, the haunt itself will also be, take separately priced as well.
Now, I gotta ask, can adults do the slide?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's tons of adults in there with the kids all the time.
That's all I needed to hear. Because that's every time I see a bounce house or a bouncy slide, I'm like, I want to do it. And they're like, no, it's for kids. And I'm like, that is not fair.
Oh, no, yep, we get in there.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I've been on it. It's tons of fun.
That's awesome. Super, super excited. Super happy. I love a pumpkin patch. I think that's awesome. I like that you guys are going to have some photo ops and stuff in there. I think that that's a really cool idea too. And the games sound like they're going to be, a lot of fun. So it's very much something for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, the idea is we want people to come during the day for the pumpkin patch, get a pumpkin, spend time with family, and then come back again at night to come do the haunt and see the scarier side. Because even though it's a pumpkin patch, the haunt itself is not something that's going to be necessarily family friendly. Yeah, we're gonna
gear it more towards adults. We're gonna,
we want to torment people.
Gore and scaring, Nice.
So. There's nothing wrong with that. I like a little torment and some gore. It's fine.
Of course.
Don't we all?
Now, is the pumpkin patch going to be open at the same time as the haunt, or is that going to be just during the day and then just the haunt's going to be open on its own at night?
It'll still be open, yeah. So you can still kind of walk around and find a pumpkin and still decide if you want to get scared after you hear people scream and run. So.
Yay. Now, are you guys doing pre-sale tickets only for the mazes, or are you guys doing walk-up tickets? Have you discussed that yet? I know you guys are still working out some stuff.
There's no pre-sales due to the size of our lot and what we've marked as capacity. We felt like it would be more fair to just do first come, first serve. So once you get there, you purchase your ticket there, just to avoid somebody who had pre-sales, come up and it's already at capacity. It just wouldn't feel right turning people away for that reason.
We didn't want to have to turn someone away at that because of us being at capacity who's already purchased a ticket. Because obviously if we're at capacity, we can't let that person in. So to avoid that, especially with how small the lot is, we're putting a lot inside of a very small lot. Okay. So we decided to just do tickets at the door and first come, first serve.
Okay.
If you do come to the haunt and we are at capacity, we do have like a little flyer.
A piece of paper we'll give you.
Yeah, that will basically tell you to come back. When you come back, you get, like $5 off or whatever it is that we decide to do for that. But you'll have some kind of discount for having to come back and,
that's cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I mean, it's I like that. It's easier to control the crowd when you're doing it that way versus, like you said, you do ticket sales online. Let's say you sell 30 tickets, you only let 40 people in. Then you've got to figure out, all right, let's say 5 of those people that pre-sold don't show up, then you have the space. So it's, I get it. It makes sense. I like it. Are you guys...
it's definitely a lot to think about.
Yes. Are you guys doing cash only, or are you doing cash and credit cards?
Cash and card.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then is there free parking? Is there a separate charge for that?
Nope, free parking.
Yeah.
No extra charge for parking.
That makes my heart happy, because parking...
No one likes to pay to park, so...
Yeah. I don't like... I'll pay to park if I have to, but I'm not a fan of it. So thank you guys for all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody wants to pay to park, so that was a big thing that Josh was saying was there's no way we're going to force people to pay the park. So it was like very top priority on our list.
Now I do have a quick question coming in from the chat room, and actually JD's asking, and it's a fair point. Is there any way for, like, let's say we were going to come out, in a couple of weeks, is there a way for us to call ahead to find out if you guys are already at capacity for the haunt?
Oh, that's a good question.
So like they're calling and they're saying, hey, we're going to be there in an hour. Are you at capacity? Or
right. Like, are you guys getting close to capacity for the evening?
We have... Yeah.
We can give a heads up, because with our haunt, it's not going to be. We're going to be open about 4 hours a night.
Yeah, definitely.
And I can't imagine people would just spend hours upon hour. I mean, there will be some people who do, but not everyone is going to stay there the entire time.
Right.
A lot of people will probably play some games, go through the houses, head out within a couple hours.
If you are worried.
But if you call, we can give you our best estimation.
Yeah, we could also message the haunt itself, because they'll be responding on social media as well too. So, because I don't know if there's a phone number, but you could also just message them on Facebook, and they'll answer.
Okay, very, very cool. Now, do you guys, and I'd ask this because I have friends that are disabled, so are you guys wheelchair accessible?
Yeah.
Well, as we're building out, I will say it might be more effort to get a wheelchair through a slot with very uneven terrain.
Okay.
So that's going to be kind of up to your own discretion.
Yeah.
We meet the ADA requirements, but
there's only one that I think might not. And I think we're still trying to figure that out. But as of right now, you can. It's not going to be easy though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're buff if you're coming in your push chair, so that you can get through that.
Yeah.
Because it's on a lot. You guys are in the grass, so if
we're in the grass. It's not like a concrete lot or anything. It's in a grass. There's some hills. There's some low spots, high spots. So at your own discretion for wheelchairs.
But you're going to get your workout in, so keep that in mind.
Yes.
Now, you guys have quite a few mazes.
Josh commented... Oh, I was going to say, Josh commented in the chat. He said, our social media outlets will let everyone know up-to-date capacity.
Perfect. So make sure that you're following Morrow's Nightmare. If you plan to go on out, check their Facebook page and their Twitter. They're very active, which is awesome. So make sure that you guys are following them on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on Facebook for up-to-date information. So thank you so much, Josh, and thank you, Kiera, for pointing that out. I missed him. Now, how many mazes do you guys have? You guys have got, what, like 5?
We have got 3, I would say, pretty good-sized ones. We've got Snap and Scream, which it's not like a huge maze. It's more of like a little walkthrough.
With like photo op opportunities and stuff.
Yeah, with photo op opportunities. And the Dark, I wouldn't say is a maze. It is more of
like an experience.
So to speak.
Okay.
That one is the smallest of all of them.
Let's talk about them individually, if you guys don't mind. Now, I pulled up the image for Snap and Scream, and this one is: the pumpkin patch has been overrun by monsters and mayhem. Journey through the madness and into animatronic scenes where things that go bump in the night are waiting from creepy to corny. It's a picture-perfect nightmare. Now, you guys are encouraging photos for this particular section, right?
Yes, definitely encouraging photos.
Take all the pictures you want.
Yep, we're having different animatronics and little different scenes. So you go in, you take pictures. There'll be some fun stuff to take pictures with.
Nice.
Might have a couple,
actors
in there.
Ooh.
You'll never know.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, are you guys, are you having everybody hashtag Morrow's Nightmare so that, you can go up and pull them all up on social media?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, please. Hashtag Morrow's Nightmare.
Yay! I'm very excited. I love pictures of all the things, so I will be taking all the pictures for sure when we head out there to check it out, and that's awesome. I love that you guys have a section like that where you're encouraging, folks to bust out the camera, because most haunts are like, put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's no fun for us. We're not going to allow filming in our houses or anything like that, just because, it could be harmful to the actors, flashes and
but also I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see anything anyways. It's gonna be very dark in almost every house.
But so we did want to incorporate a little area, everybody loves to take a good selfie and show what they're doing on social media, so figured that would be absolutely perfect.
I love it. That's awesome. Definitely sold as far as that one goes. I think that's a lot of fun. A lot of people will like it. So awesome. So thank you guys. And thank you, Morrow's Nightmare, Josh. Thank you guys for creating a photo op area. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the second one you were saying was the Dark, which I've got here. And this one reads, and I'm going to read it like a child, so sorry, boys and girls. When we were little, darkness scared us, whether we slept with the door open or with a nightlight on. We created a sense of security from the unseeable, a peace of mind, if you will. But what happens if we didn't? Journey back to the beginning. Journey back to childhood. We're unplugging the light and closing the door, putting you in the darkness, surrounded by the unseeable. Open your eyes. What do you see? Now, I'm looking at the picture here, and this screams baby dolls. I'm just saying.
Yes, it does.
It's funny you say that, actually.
Is this a dollhouse, so to speak?
This one we actually don't know. This one, Josh is kind of keeping a secret for us to test it out on us. So this particular one, Jeremiah nor myself have much information on.
The only thing that we do know is that we know that it's going to be something that's going to be experienced in complete darkness. It's going to be like a very, what's the word? Like a senses kind of like experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Experience that'll mess with your senses, so to speak. And
it'll just be like one group at a time, because I believe you'll have to kind of.
Yeah, this is going to be something that we're going to have to sanitize after every group that we send through, because this is going to be something we're going to kind of, you're going to have to feel your way through kind of thing. So in order to keep it sanitary and healthy and all that stuff, we're going to have to sanitize it after every walkthrough. But yeah, we don't really know too much about it except for the basics of what we just told.
All right. So
I think he's going to try and torment us just a little bit. So
keep your secrets for now.
Yeah.
Now, I was going to ask you guys that. Are you guys pulsating? Are you doing small groups of people through each house at a time, or how are you working that?
Yes, we're going to try to, well, not try. We are going to pulse everything. There will be no conga lines. We'll try to give as much space between people as possible.
Yeah, we're pretty much going to, and I think this is also going to be something we're going to try and have to figure out after our first couple of nights and stuff. But ideally, we want to make it to where just your group goes through, and we don't send the next group in until that group has come out. It's also how we built some of the scares for all the houses. We built it for where the actor can scare more than once.
Nice.
So they're not just doing the same scare over and over again.
Right.
But again, we don't really know how well that'll work, especially if we start getting to the point where we're at capacity and we want to kind of get people going through.
Yeah.
At no point will we ever line anything, but we might send in a group in and then wait a couple minutes, send another group in, and so on. But
yeah, but even so, we've had capacity set to where it shouldn't get too incredibly crowded.
Yeah, it shouldn't get too crazy.
Good. And I was going to ask you now, are you guys doing it by groups of people who've come together? Are you mixing up groups of 6, like let's say 3 are together and then another 3, are you putting all them together? Or are you letting them grow with their respective groups?
I think we'll just end up letting them go with their groups. Mm-hmm. That might be something we just kind of play by ear, but that's what I think is going to happen. If somebody comes in like a group of 10, I don't know if we're going to,
You might have to split them
for the
up.
actor to be able to scare everybody.
Yeah. So that'll just kind of be based on situation.
Okay, awesome. And the next house I got up here is Focal Point. One of you guys want to read one of these since I did such a horrible job with the last one?
Yeah, I can read it if you want.
Do it up, Jeremiah.
All right, so it says the nightmare has taken over the Pumpkin Patch Fun Zone. Scream in the center of it all with carnival-style Halloween games, the snack shack, merchandise, non-alcoholic specialty drinks, and more. Then plunge down a 24-foot-tall slide in the dark. Plus roaming monsters and horrifying photo ops for that perfect selfie. Relax, take a breather, then scream again.
Yay!
So the focal point is just the general fun zone. So once the nightmare begins, the focal point's not safe either. We've got roamers in that area, so it's kind of our way to show that it's still not little kid friendly once it gets dark, because no area is safe.
So that's gonna be kind of like our midway. We didn't want to call it a midway because everyone calls that thing midway, so we wanted to kind of make it a little bit different and unique. So that was kind of just our way to rename the fun zone for the actual haunt during operation.
Nice. Now, I did see that. Yeah, you mentioned food. Are you guys doing like burgers and hot dogs and stuff?
We are doing snacks. Yeah. Easily, I think we're doing chips and things like that. We are making specialty drinks. There is typically a food truck on the lot, but it's not owned by us. They don't really have anything to do with us. Yeah,
they're like their own separate
entity.
Business.
So we're assuming they will be there because they're usually there every day.
Okay. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you guys doing any type of alcoholic drinks, or are you sticking to a sober event or a dry event?
It'll dry event this year.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't try to get our the license or anything like that for this year. But
we don't. We'll save that for later years.
Yeah.
But one thing at a time.
Yeah. And I mean, in all honesty, COVID's kind of screwed that up too. Because then you have to worry about safety issues even more so than you would normally. So I think that's definitely a smart move, in my opinion.
Oh, no, we completely agree. We didn't want to, add more stuff on top of what we're already doing. And
yeah, that was a big thing for us, was safety. Not just because of the haunt itself, but because of, the virus and everything like that, so.
And we didn't want drunk patrons trying to get in our actor spaces because they're intoxicated, and
because we know what that's like, and it's not fun.
No, it's not.
No,
that's awesome. Well, thank you guys for that, and I love that you've got a little midway area with snacks and drinks, and roaming characters are always fun. They're always my favorite, and they're always fun to take random pictures with. So that's awesome.
Yes.
So let's see what else we have the clowning around. All right, so this one, I'll read this out for everybody. Step right up. Taylor's Funhouse of Fun is back in town. Journey through the red and white stripes and immerse yourself in all the fun that only clowns can provide. You never know where they may come from. You never know where they'll go. They'll always get the last laugh because this is their show. I love a good clown theme. It's definitely something that gets a lot of... I didn't realize how many people are scared of clowns.
Yeah.
Until
That's
I started...
the thing. It's funny because, like, when we were talking about it, I had the argument of, like, everyone always does clowns.
Mm-hmm.
Like, clowns are just... It's just always something they do, and they always do that specific type of clown, you know, the latex mask and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the argument back was, well, even though there's some people that don't like clowns, there's also people that are terrified of clowns.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, it's something that always works.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided and agreed on doing something different. So, like, these clowns are very traditional, like John Wayne Gacy style face paint clowns. So they're not going to be, you know, they're going to be creepy in the aspect of that they're very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Basic, I guess. I don't want to say basic, but...
Like classic, like almost like Ringling Brother Carnival.
Yeah, classic. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not... this house is just kind of a cool, like, clown house. You know, we didn't want to try too hard to terrify you with it, but, you know, there are scares in it. It's going to be creepy. We're, you know, trying to pull all the stops we can, but, I mean... Yeah,
there's
we
gonna be
just
some
wanted
pretty
to do
cool,
a good old clown house.
There's gonna be some pretty cool effects in that house, and I'm kind of excited to see. So
I've seen some of the cool paint jobs, you know, that you guys are doing, which I love about Morrow's too. Is you guys are sharing random construction photos. Was it
all her?
Girl,
yeah, it was all
yes. Not all of it.
Yeah, just don't let her lie to you. That was all her.
I did a couple.
She did everything. Everything in the clown house was all her.
No, it's awesome. I mean, I love all the
humble.
teaser pictures that, you know, that's being leaked online, and some of the stuff that I saw for the clown house. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. So I'm not one of those people that's scared of clowns. I get excited because I like them, you know, from being a kid and going to the circus and stuff. So they never scared me, but I enjoy them from that perspective. And I also enjoy watching people crap their pants that are afraid of clowns. So.
Yep, I'm the same way. I absolutely love clowns, so I was really excited that we were doing this house.
That's awesome. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good hit. I think you guys are going to get a lot of people with that because, again, you know, that fear. And I don't understand the fear. I don't get it.
Yeah, no, I've never really understood it either. Like, I'm not afraid of clowns myself, but
I love clowns. I also don't understand the fear. Like, oh my gosh, I love a good clown skit.
my character at HOS was a clown for 3 years, and like I had a clown mask on, and there was times where all I would have to do is just look at somebody and like acknowledge their existence, and they would lose their mind. Mm-hmm. I never understood it, but it works.
I sat and watched you a couple years ago do it too. It was funny.
Oh, that's right. You did. I remember that.
When we came out, we just kind of stopped and sat back and watched, and it was fun just to see people freak out, and you wouldn't have to do anything. You know, you just kind of stand there and just look to the left, and they just about shit their pants.
Yep. And I would laugh. It was the greatest thing.
So that's awesome. I'm definitely a fan of that. So thank you guys for including the clown house. That makes my heart happy. And then you guys also have another one here. This is the Witch's Swamp. Mm-hmm. All right, Jeremiah, I'm going to task you with this one.
Oh, man. Okay.
A lot of big
enter
words.
A dilapidated... Yeah, I know. Witch's realm where legend has it. Swamp creatures have been spliced together to create a monstrous living voodoo doll deep in the swamp waters. Find yourself immersed in gut-wrenching seances where souls are harvested into nightmares, discover the truth, or become part of the legend.
We are so excited for this one.
Yeah, this one's going to be like this is going to be the biggest.
This is our baby.
Yeah, it really is. And this is going to be the biggest of all of the trails. This one is going to be very, very trail.
This one's a trail. I would say this really is a straight-up trail for this one.
There's going to be a bunch of different scenes for it, and there's the scenes that they're going to have, I'm extremely excited for. Like, it's going to be really cool.
Is there anything you can tell us about it at all? I mean, there's going to be witches in it, obviously, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I know he posted it up on Twitter, or I think he posted it up on Twitter. But there will be lasers. I'm not gonna say where, what kind of lasers, but there's gonna be lasers at some point.
Nice. I love a good
I'll say
laser.
that much. Yes.
I love a good laser. I love a good... And you can do a lot with a witch theme, too. You can go, like, super creepy and demented from, like, somebody just randomly in a quarter eating baby's legs with a witch hat on, or... you know, stirring the pot like normal. Like, you can go in all the fun directions with the witch house. So I'm very excited to see what you guys come up with for that.
Yeah, actually, some of the actors that we have that we're going to be putting in there are, like, amazing. Like, it's going to be cool.
Yeah, we're really excited to see them kind of execute our vision, because we picked some good ones.
Yay! I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. And that leaves us with the final one, which is Vampire's Junkyard. That's a lot of words. All right.
You got this.
I got this. The Aguilar County Junkyard has been the final resting place for the residents' extras for many years. Now, this land of twisted mayhem has become inhabited with bloodthirsty vampires who have laid claim to the residents' forgotten memories. Even worse, they've evolved. They've infused themselves with steel to create a razor-sharp bite that gives a whole new meaning to the term Metal Mouth. Their new realm just became your worst nightmare. Dude,
Boom, boom, boom.
This sounds like so much fun. Please tell me that you're going to have metal music, like, blaring through the house.
Oh, no, absolutely.
This is going to be a very loud house.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very in-your-face house.
You're gonna walk in and it's just going to be, like metal, all kinds of crazy, like, there's going to be a bunch of lasers everywhere.
Nice. That's awesome.
And, it's going to be a lot packed into a very small little area, too, which is kind of cool. But... I'm pretty excited for this one too. I'm excited to see this one and just experience it myself. And there's also an effect. I always like to bring this up because, I'm excited that we're going to pull this off. But there's an effect in the house that we're going to have that you've seen before, but I've never seen it in a house before. And it's something that we wanted to do. That the idea, when we originally came up with the idea, we didn't know how we were going to do it, but we finally figured it out. And it's going to happen, so I'm excited for everyone to see what that is. But yeah, it's something that, like, you've seen before, but you've never seen it done in a house. At least I haven't seen it done in a house in Florida.
Okay, so is it something that you would see, like, on a street zone or something like that, or in, like, a midway area?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay. God, you're vague. I want details.
Yeah. Well, like, I can't. That was like something that I wanted to get pulled off, so I can't let that one go.
I'm curious.
I'm
curious.
I gotta leave that as a surprise.
That one. We posted a nice little teaser. That video I thought was pretty cool.
Yes, that's my favorite video.
It also it shows a little
snippet
teaser of, like, the costumes and stuff too for that one, which was really cool. That was all her idea. Her and the other costume designer, Geraldine.
I think Josh did the mask. Maybe Josh and Geraldine did the mask. Yeah. So
nice. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that, because that one I was like, yes. Anything with metal in it makes me happy. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
I watched that one a few times. That was so cool. So hopefully we'll have some more little things like that for you guys. As we're kind of finalizing things and moving things along. So
nice. Now I gotta ask, with all the the mazes in the area, can folks go through multiple times, or is it just like you go through once and that's it?
Nope, they can go as many times as they want.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before, it's a very it's a lot packed into a small area. Mm-hmm. So you can spend quite a bit of time there, but we don't expect people to spend more than 2 hours at a time there or anything like that. Unless they're just crazy super fans, which would be great. But
which happens.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you're definitely welcome to go through as much as you want, as many times as you want.
Okay, that's good to know. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Very, very cool. Now, are you guys like a rain or shine event? Are you guys gonna keep going even if it's? I mean, obviously, if it's like hurricaning outside, you guys are not gonna have a thing. But I mean, if it's like a light rain or anything like that, are you gonna keep going?
We are going to go as long as we can, providing that we have the safest environment for our actors and guests.
Yeah.
So, exactly like you said, if it's drizzling, that's fine. But once it starts, getting ridiculous, we'll just have to play it by ear for that.
Yeah,
we don't want anyone slipping or falling or getting hurt or, getting sick.
It's on a grass lot too, so you got to think about what happens with a lot of rain and
all the mud,
a grassy field. So yeah,
that's a whole other horror story.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
No, I totally understand. Now I gotta ask, what are you guys doing as far as like COVID concerns, like safety procedures? Are you guys requiring like guests to wear masks? Are the actors wearing masks? What are you guys doing as far as that
Both
goes?
are wearing masks. Yep. To enter our event, you have to be wearing a mask. All of our actors have masks incorporated into their costume.
We're also going to have a clean team.
We're having a cleaning team. All of the employees
who will also be in costume too.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Actually a pretty funny costume.
Our cleaning team will also be in costume.
And then we'll bring the houses down to sanitize them as well. Like the dark, we're sanitizing after every run through. The other ones we're not going to be doing that.
The other ones aren't going to be touchy feely, but we'll have our clean team run through.
Yeah, we'll bring them down to clean them as well.
Okay. Are you guys cleaning between groups, or are you doing it like every other group? How are you guys working that?
It'll probably be every 30 minutes or every hour or so. Probably every 30 minutes since we're only going to be open for 4 hours, but something like that.
Okay. Are you guys going to have hand sanitizer and stuff around for guests to use, or should people just use common sense and bring their own?
Oh, no, we're going to have it at every area. So we definitely advise sanitizing. We're going to have hand washing stations. All of our mazes are very open air, and most of them have a lot of space, so you shouldn't really be touching everything or
We also built our scares to also protect our actors as well. So it's definitely very safety focused.
Yeah, we won't have anything dangling in your face or anything like that.
No birthing bag.
No, definitely no.
You go down there and you spray it down with a gallon of sanitizer and you just slip right through it.
I've been through one of those when they were wet, and it's not. It's like the most uncomfortable feeling ever.
I have
so
a love-hate relationship with those.
Yeah, no,
they're cool, but
I have nothing but a hate relationship with those, to be honest. The minute I see them, my whole body just, I cringe and I can't. And I'm I've got the arm up and I'm hiding my face, and I'm usually grabbing the person in front of me, and I'm just go, man.
I don't like my face touching it. I'm always I try to stay close to whoever's in front of me to block it out. It's a cool idea, but I don't actually going through it. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for not having the birthing bags.
Anytime.
Yeah, literally.
I don't even know if that's what they're called. That's just what I've dubbed them throughout the years.
But it's funny is we knew what you're talking about right away.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know you've been going to haunts.
I think we were
movies.
going through one with John, and I think it was him who referred to it like that, or he's I feel like I'm being birthed, something like that. So yeah.
My husband's in the chat. He's she hides behind me, and I do. I grab a hold of him. I put my head down like this, and I'm just go.
Yep, that's what I do to him.
It's the only way to do those things. It's just it really is. Now, for the mazes that you guys have, are you charging one set price, or are you charging different prices per mazes?
It's one set price. Tickets are going to be $29.99.
I think I had that.
And that'll be per event night. So the $29.99 is per person per event night.
And then you guys are running 7:30 to 11:30. Now, the 11:30, is that the last person through the house at 11:30? Or are you guys just shutting it all down and turning the lights off and get out at 11:30?
No, if you're in line at 11:30 and you're still waiting to get in, you'll get to go through before we, turn everything off.
But you can't get in line past 11:30.
Yeah.
We are in a residential area, so just to be courteous to everybody around us, we don't want to be going till the crack of dawn trying to get people through.
You're going to be out there at 3:30 in the morning.
Our actors need rest. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Our actors need rest. We need rest.
Yes.
Everybody needs rest.
Definitely. Let's look at the dates now. You guys are open starting Friday, October 2nd. All the way up until the 30th, and then that's from 7:30 to 11:30, correct?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Very
We
cool.
are not open Halloween.
I see
'Cause we're trying to
that.
have fun.
You need a
That's
night
all
off.
of our favorite day. We can't work on the best
Yeah,
day
you
of the
can't work
year.
on the best day of the year.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. So cool. Now, where is Morrow's Nightmare located? Where can we go and experience all of these wonderful things?
Go ahead, you can go ahead.
It's in Riverview, Florida. You will be. What's the street? I was so ready.
Just drive around
know.
Riverview. You'll find it
Yeah,
eventually.
it's in Riverview. It's off 301.
There's the road. Yeah.
I forgot what road. I don't know what the road before it is, but it's right off of
Sims.
301. Is it Sims?
Yeah,
There you
Sims,
go.
and
Sims.
I couldn't remember the number.
We're not from Riverview. We're from Tampa, so
Yeah.
we just show up and do our jobs and then leave.
So it's on Riverview. You'll see the signs. We usually have the yellow cones. It's like a little driveway, so it's not like you're pulling into a ginormous, elaborate thing. We're gonna have. It's like a little road. I'm trying to find the camera so I can see what you guys can see. So we'll have two little cones. You'll see the cones. Tomorrow's Nightmare. You'll go in.
Yeah,
And there
it's
we
hard.
are.
It's hard to see.
We'll
but
have
it's-
big tents. You'll see our tents.
Yeah, it's hard to see until you pass it. When you pass it, you'll see it basically, and then you gotta do a U-turn, go back through. But
And then bring it back and it's fine.
JD, the $29.99 does include the midway.
Oh, okay. So the $29.99 does include entrance into that midway area. Now, for the games and stuff, is that a separate fee, I'm assuming? Or is that also included?
Nope.
yeah, it's all
So
included.
at event time, everybody will. I would say we're selling tickets right before you get into the pumpkin patch itself for Tomorrow's Nightmare.
Okay.
So during the day you can get into the pumpkin patch free. During the evening, you have to pay for the whole shebang. But you pay the $29.99. You enter the pumpkin patch, and that gives you access to Snap and Scream, Focal Point, all of it, all the things.
Awesome. That's cool. So that's a lot for $30. That's a pretty good deal, in my opinion.
That's what we thought.
Yeah.
That's what we were thinking.
That was the goal.
It's affordable. It's definitely something that you're gonna get your money's worth out between, the different mazes. You've also got the pumpkin patch there, so you can do fun photos. You have the roaming characters. You've got that, that midway area and some snacks and stuff. So I mean, you could definitely spend like an hour or two out there just kind of hanging out and checking stuff out. That's for sure, especially if you're doing the games.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's all. I'm excited. I think it's going to be such a fun time. We're looking forward to coming out and checking that out. I think we're coming this October 2nd, right? I think is
Yeah, for the media.
Yes. I'm going to come.
I'm excited to have you guys out. I can't wait to see what your opinions on everything are.
Yeah.
So I got to ask, are you guys scaring or are you guys doing all the behind the scenes stuff?
We are not scaring. We are.
Well, I will for sure, because I bought a chainsaw, so I'm 100% going to be using that chainsaw at some point in time.
We might guest scare if it's like a slow night.
Yeah, but it'll probably be like one night.
Yeah, we're going to be walking around and managing all the happenings. So
Yeah.
if you got a problem, we'll be around. We're, assisting all the actors and doing the makeup and costumes.
But at some point in time, I will have a chainsaw in my hand tormenting people. That's the goal.
One night.
I can't not
one
do it.
night only.
One night, yeah.
Jeremiah's got the chainsaw, so keep an eye out for
Yep.
So you need to feature that, like Morrow's Nightmare should feature that, like one night only, and just bam, drop it.
Hey, I'm about to bring out Text 2.0, so
God.
Yes.
yeah, who knows?
Now, are you guys designing all the costumes and all the makeup along with the team out? Like, how many people are all working out there? I know you've got yourselves, you have Josh, you mentioned someone else. I didn't catch the name. My apologies.
Geraldine, Josh's wife. So her and I are in charge of makeup and costumes.
Nice.
Geraldine and Josh are doing like the paperwork and hiring. I've been out doing some very light
Scenic
building
stuff.
and scenic.
Nice.
Jeremiah will be out doing building. Josh and Miguel are doing a lot of the build out, or like all of the build out. They've been out there like
Every day.
busting their butts every single day from like dawn to dusk. Like,
Yeah, there's only 5 of us for the entire thing.
Oh, wow.
We're all doing multiple stuff too.
That's a
so,
lot,
yeah.
too, man.
It
Yeah,
It really is. It's a lot to take on for a very small team, but I mean, it's getting done. Yeah, it's getting done.
We're doing the things.
You're doing the things. You're making it happen. You're making Halloween happen. So many people were like, Halloween's canceled. And it's like, no.
Not on our watch.
Halloween isn't canceled when every day is Halloween for you. So.
Exactly.
Your whole life is Halloween. It's never canceled.
No. It's 365 Halloween. But for the normies, as I call them, Halloween is not canceled. There are still things to do, such as visiting a local haunt like Morrow's Nightmare and checking out the pumpkin patch. I love a good again, I'm excited about the pumpkin patch. I'm excited about the haunt. I'm very excited about all the aspects. I can't wait to see what you guys have created because you two are very creative people, and from what I've seen on the social medias, it seems like the whole team
really excited.
Yeah.
It's your baby, man. You get to birth your baby.
It's pretty exciting. It's a little stressful, but it's also it's really exciting. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited to see the finished product because it's one thing, seeing as it's being done, but it's a whole nother thing to
see it happening.
Done. So that's what we're obviously really excited.
Actually,
also, we probably should have mentioned this with the ticket stuff. We're working with Scream and Stream as well. So if you show us your ticket from Stream and Scream, you can get $5 off of Maro's, and vice versa. It works both ways.
Is that good throughout the entire run?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you only get if you go to Scream and Stream once, you only get the one discount.
Yeah.
On your own ticket. So it's not for everybody's ticket. It's one ticket per person.
Okay. So I know with Scream and Stream, they do it per vehicle. So they get that one ticket. So I know. I love them so much. Their social media.
I love that. That's the best thing ever.
If you're not following Scream and Stream on Twitter, get on it, and Morrow's Nightmare too, because you guys have all kind of gone back and forth with this, and it's the most fun I've seen two different haunts have bantering, especially.
They're fun to interact with.
They're awesome, and you guys are awesome as well. But yeah, make sure that you bring your ticket stub. You get $5 off your ticket, and then vice versa. Bring that with you. At Scream and Stream, and you get that $5 off too. That's awesome. I love that you guys are doing that and kind of cross promoting each other and working together.
Yeah, you gotta help each other out. That's what the haunt community is about, is building each other up,
It's like I said on Twitter, it's all love and terror in the haunt community,
It really is. It is. And that's one thing that I love about it so much, is that everybody is so passionate about their haunts and about Halloween and scaring the crap out of people. It's one of my favorite things, and it's so much fun. And you meet some of the awesomest people. Saying.
Yeah, no, you really do.
I'm pointing at you guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took a while.
Yeah, it's okay.
Now we see.
Yeah, now we can see it.
I know we have met some amazing people,
Seriously.
Since we got into the.
All of our haunt friends are the best. It's the best people in existence.
Yeah. Gotta love the good old haunt mafia.
Yeah.
Right? It's like our own little community. It's where it's normal to just talk about, blood at random, because it's fine. That's awesome. Well, if you guys are not yet, make sure that you are following Morrow's Nightmare on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure that you're following Misfits Unmanaged so that you can keep up with Jeremiah and Kara's adventures, because you guys do all the fun things, from haunts to theme parks to goodness. So make sure that you're following them. Same thing, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tinder, whatever.
We're not too boring, I promise.
No.
Maybe during quarantine we have been, but don't judge us by quarantine content.
Everybody has been there. I've been there too. The quarantine content's been kind of tough to do.
Yeah.
We all know it's been hard, and it's been hard because through half of it, most of the haunts, you didn't know who was opening, who was staying closed. You didn't know what was going on. So now it's we've all finally gotten that light at the end of the tunnel, and it's yes, there's things to do during haunt season. It just didn't go away.
Yeah. We all thought HHM was canceled, and here we are.
I know. Now today, all of a sudden,
this weekend,
they're like,
crazy.
"Hey guys, this weekend, come walk through, two of the houses, and if you got kids and they're 12 and under, dress them in a costume and let's trick or treat." Okay.
Love it.
I want to go trick-or-treating.
Right?
I'm kind of
offended that
mad.
I'm not 12 and under.
I mean, you could pass for 12. You got that, like, that
I
young,
have passed for
beautiful
12,
skin.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, then, boom, done. Throw a mask on and be like, trick-or-treat. Boop.
You're right, they'll never know
They
if
really,
I just
yeah.
put a mask on.
Exactly.
No, they won't. You don't have any
Shoot.
tattoos or anything.
I
so-
don't. I don't have any tattoos. Alright,
Oh.
well shoot.
You could pass.
I guess I'm going trick-or-treating, you guys.
I don't have to have, like, full-body sleeves and, legs to go, but hey, if you could do it, do
Yeah.
it. And give
lame,
me
I
some
haven't
candy,
gotten
too.
any yet.
All the candy.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to. It's okay.
They're coming, I promise. Just wait, you guys. Just wait.
Eventually, tattoos are happening. Just saying.
Yes.
I know, that's the other thing, too. Like, I've been dying to get a new tattoo, and quarantine sucks, so it's whatever, man. Just whatever.
Yeah. I'm hopefully going to get, like, my sleeve done after haunt season. I'm tired of looking weird. This is, like, this
Funny,
bugs
man.
me so
You're
much.
feeling unbalanced.
Yeah, no, really. It's not fun.
I have an odd I have to have, like, pairs, and I'm an even number person, so my tattoos are odd numbers, and it's killing me right now, because I'm like, I feel
Oh, really?
I feel unbalanced. Yes.
That's crazy.
I feel very unbalanced. So I need to get one on my other side so that I'm balanced again. It's weird.
That's hilarious.
I feel like some people think it's weird, but it's an actual thing. Like,
is.
it just feels weird.
You feel off, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense. So I gotta ask before, I know we're coming up on our time here, so I've got 2 questions that I've started asking everybody that comes on and hangs out. So first question I need to ask is, what is your favorite haunt that you've been to? It can be open or it can be closed. It can be a new or an old.
That's so tough.
I know.
Are we allowed to say our favorite haunt?
Of course we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is
really
that
tough.
favoritism?
No, I mean you can. You can
I-
say, like, because for example, here's one. So I had somebody on a couple of weeks ago who said that his favorite haunt was Terror on Church Street, and that's been closed for moons. And I was like, that's totally cool. So it's not. I don't see that as a bias thing. I just see it as in something that you enjoy going to, and you would go back.
I mean, for me, I always have fun every single year at Sir Henry's. I think, like, that's one of the places that we've always gone to and will always go to and always support them because they're just a lot of fun. It's so much fun going there.
Mm-hmm.
Their trails are really good. So I think for me, it's definitely Sir Henry's.
I mean, I like all the haunts for different reasons.
Yeah,
I know.
it's tough.
That's why it's
It's really
tough,
tough.
because they all have certain qualities that you're like, I really love this about this particular haunt and that particular
Yeah.
haunt. So it's hard to pick that favorite. But I like to make your wheels turn a little bit.
I mean, I know it's gonna sound dumb, but I think I might say probably overall Hello Scream, and not because of, like, the content, but I really love the atmosphere with all the people, because I love being in crowds of people, but I love all the people, and it's just like a fun drinking party atmosphere,
Yes.
which I feel like I have a lot of fun with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I guess.
All right, so then my last question is, what is your favorite scary movie?
I love Trick or Treat.
It is so good.
It is a good movie. Trick or Treat is awesome. I love that movie.
It's my favorite.
For me, it's Freddy versus Jason. I love that movie so
Nice.
much.
Really?
I can watch that a million times and not get tired of it. It's my favorite movie. Well, scary movie.
That's
What movie I think scared me the most, though, was probably Lights Out.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're going for movies that, like, scared the shit out of me,
It's
I
Lights
would
Out.
say Lights Out. I didn't sleep till 7 a.m.
No. Aww.
I know, I'm a wimp.
That's all right. There are certain films that I'll watch them, and as I'm watching them, I'm like, this is great. And then I'll have a random nightmare, and I'm like, what the hell was that about? And it was due to, what I watched it up. And at the time, I'm just like, meh, it's fine.
Not a big deal.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah, and then it sneaks up on you later.
It's actually kind of funny because one film that tormented me as a kid that, like, scarred me for life that I still remember to this day was a film my mom, like, forced me to watch at a movie theater, and it was called Darkness Falls, which is pretty much the same exact thing as Lights Out. It's just based off of a witch that tries to get you in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of weird. Whatever.
I get it. No, it's cool. I get it. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and talking to us about Morrow's Nightmare. I'm excited. I know there's, tons of people in the chat been talking about how excited they are to check it out. It's going to be such a good time. Very, very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to have everyone out and see all you guys and
show our work.
Yeah, if you see us out running around, feel free to say hi. If you're not out on media night or whatever, you just come out any time, just say hi. Don't be afraid to stop us.
Definitely. Oh, we'll say hi, of course. It's what we do because we love seeing you guys. So I'm excited.
Yeah,
I can't wait. Looking forward.
No, we haven't hung out in so long.
COVID, man. It's this quarantine crap.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody in 6 months. I'm feeling weird. How do I act with people now, face to face?
I know we've seen Johnny, and I think we saw Spooky Jenny once.
Jenny.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
But we haven't seen anyone else.
It's so weird. It's you can't really hug anymore. So do you give a foot tap, dabs, but you just tap feet, so you're not really touching people? Is that I'm I don't know how to greet people now.
Just gotta do the old school saw, dude.
Right? Just a nod, yo, what up? Awesome. Well, hang out real quick. Don't take off just yet. Sure. Make sure, boys and girls, you're following Morrow's Nightmare, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Same thing, Misfits Unmanaged. Make sure you're following them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So thank you guys for joining me. And we will talk to you guys soon. Now, speaking of Sir Henry's Haunted Trail, we actually have them coming up on the show this Wednesday. We've got Zach on. He's going to be on at 8 p.m., so we're going to be talking about his haunt, and they've got 3 trails, so we're going to get the skinny from him. Again, Wednesday night, 8 p.m., right here on Horror Happenings with the Dead Girl. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, make sure that you keep it spooky.